Welcome back to Derby Talk, right here on the Hip Horse. Tommy D with my man Johnny Lowe. It is that time of the year. We are on the 3-year-old Derby Trail. Johnny, how you doing, buddy?
Doing fantastic. Glad to be back this year. Last few years have been pretty interesting. Last year, no Lasix. Year before that, they ran in September. Something crazy going to happen this year?
I mean, it sure looks like it can, Johnny. Anything, I think, this year, looking at the Derby Trail, one topic I know we'll talk about here is the Bob Baffert situation. Moving forward, how's the picture going to look? Is Bob going to run? Is he not going to run? What's your thoughts on that, Johnny?
Very, very interesting. Well, what we do know so far is that the horses that he has run in races with points haven't gotten any points. So how is that going to affect the Derby picture? I know last year you didn't have to have a whole lot of points to get in because of all the defections, this and that. At this point, every time one of those horses wins a big race and accumulates or doesn't accumulate big points, that makes it to where you could get in with even less. So maybe a horse runs 4th place in a smaller, Derby prep race, like the Lecomte, gets 1 point, and boom, we're in.
Hey, I guess time will tell, Johnny. It's interesting to see. It's something we haven't seen before. So, Lecomte is what we're talking about here. This is the Grade 3 from the fairgrounds here. A mile and 16th. 200K is the purse, Johnny. It is a good prep here for the Louisiana Derby. Before we dig into this race, anything else you want to bring up? I know we've been gone for a little bit here. First video for Derby Talk, our trail on the Kentucky Derby. Excited to be doing it for a second season with you, Johnny.
Yeah, no, this is great. I think last year was really successful. I had a lot of fun following the Derby Trail as we went along. Ended up with Medina Spirit winning the race. Mandaloon ran a big second. Hot Rod Charlie snuck up there, and we had Essential Quality rounded out. This year, who knows? I mean, it's a wide open picture, and it looks like that so far. Corniche was the big 2-year-old. He won the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. He's the champ at this point. And again, with the Baffert situation, we just don't know. Obviously they're doing litigation. He's trying his best to get his horses to run. Kentucky, Churchill Downs is doing their best not to let him. So we're gonna have to see how that plays out. I think that's the big elephant in the room and the big question mark of the year is, are these horses, these monster horses that he has, are they going to be able to run? Yeah,
guys, and please put down in the comments. We know you're solid horse racing fans. Throw down in the comments what you think about the Baffert situation or anything you think. Let us know the winner of the race, too. We're going to dig into the pedigree here. Johnny looks deep into the pedigree here, on the Derby Trail here. So we're still, less than 4 months away, but we're digging in. We're into our first 10-point race here in the Lecomte, the fairgrounds of the year. So it's going to be a good one, Johnny. What do you say?
Let's get into the race.
All right, let's do it. Let's take a look at the field real quick, and then we'll get to the picks. Number 1, Sufer Dude. Stuart Gutierrez, son of Curlin, third and last start at the fairgrounds. In the money, 6 out of 7 career starts. Lost to Epicenter last time out. Number 2, Unified Report, another Stuart horse. Corey Lannery might be the strongest combo. Both jockey and trainer have won the race here. 3 for 3. This is a Louisiana bred. Won the Louisiana Championship at the fairgrounds. Won at 6 furlongs, 7 furlongs, and 6.5. So we'll see how it does at the mile and 16th distance. That's Unified Report. Number 3, Pappacap here. Mark Casse, Joe Bravo. Joe Bravo going out to ride, son to gun runner, 88 buyer in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile, highest of the field here. Won first 2 starts of his career, including the Best Pal Grade 2. Was also second in the American Pharoah. Strong case here. Mark Casse has won the race 2 times. Number 4, Trafalgar. Al Stahl Jr. and Hernandez here. Lord Nelson is the sire. One allowance optional claiming last time at the fairgrounds. Going the distance here. That's the 4 horse. Number 5, Epicenter here. Steve Asmussen and Joel Rosario. Could be the speed here. 87 buyer. Second highest of the field there behind number 3, Pappacap. Won the gun runner last time out. Start going a mile and a 16th. That was at fairgrounds. Also broke its maiden weight when stretching out to the mile here. So that's 5, Epicenter. 6, Cyberknife. Brad Cox and Florent Giroux, Sun Gun Runner, set right off the pace, broke its maiden on third try, won at the fairgrounds, going the mile in the 16th. Brad Cox never won the race here before. Number 7, Blue Kentucky. Catalano and Loveberry are the connections here. Third in its last at the fairgrounds. Won an allowance race, 2 back at Churchill here, and won 3 out of 6 career starts versus much softer competition. That's the 7, Blue Kentucky. Moving on to 8, Call Me Midnight, DeSormeau Graham combo here. 7th in the Jockey Gold Club, grade 2 last start, broke its maiden on its 5th try, so 6 career starts to get that first win. That's 8, Call Me Midnight. 9, Presidential. Steve Asmussen and Hernandez here, broke its maiden last start at Indiana Downs, going a mile here. Going to be stepping up in class a little bit. That's number 9, Presidential. Quick run through the field here for the Lecomte, grade 3. Big prep for the Louisiana Derby here at the fairgrounds, Johnny. Let's get to some picks here, unless there's anything else you want to add to that quick rundown, or if I missed anything. If not, we'll get right to the picks.
Yeah, so one thing to look at too in the Lecomte for this prep race, the last few years, it's had some decent horses. We've had War of Will and Oxbow, who both went on to win the Preakness. And last year's winner, Midnight Bourbon, who would have thought that would have been the last time he won a race, actually. Really, really nice horse. Big son of Tisnow. He'll be running in the race before against his half-brother Pirates Punch in the Louisiana. Interesting to note, last year they did have Mandaloon in there as well. He did run second in the Kentucky Derby, so who knows? Maybe this year's crop turns out as well as last year's. Maybe not, but digging into the pedigrees, I did see a couple that look pretty appetizing, and we're going to go, I think, top 4 here, because I'm going to throw out a couple of pretty big long shots, and then
all right,
we might mix in a couple of favorites here as
I
well.
love it, Johnny. Let's do it. How about you give us number 4 here?
Yeah, so number 4 is going to be Sufer Dude. Sufer Dude is by Curlin out of Tis Miss Sue by Tisnow. Curlin could be the most decorated classic distance sire of his generation. Curlin's best horse on the 4M Femline Cross, which represents Sufer Dude, is Connect, who was 6 of 8, winning multiple graded stakes races and beating Gunrunner, Nyquist, Exaggerated, and Cupid. Tis Miss Sue was a multiple graded stakes winner. Her best victory was in the Ogden Phipps, which is definitely a no-joke grade 1. She dropped 4 winners of 5 foals, led by Tatouige, winner of 4 of 8 and 6 figures. Tatouige was on the Kentucky Derby Trail himself for a little while there until he lost in the Harlan's Holiday a couple years ago.
Yeah, Johnny, taking a look at that Stale Stewart training, has won the race twice, 2013 and 2005, so has got it done. And Curlin, currently number 3 in the nation, sire-wise, 256 runners, 125 winners, 5 grade 1 winners, Johnny. A couple 3-year-olds, other than 3-year-olds on that list, maybe Grace Adler and Nest. I don't know if those are ones you're looking at. I know you're a big fan of Curlin, so.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you're talking about fillies, I feel like it's a whole different pedigree breakdown on that side. The ones that I would really look at for Curlin as far as going to the Derby would be horses like Good Magic. You've had Exaggerator, who ran second. The list is pretty long. Global Campaign won a grade 1 mile and a quarter with him. We've talked about it in some of the Breeders' Cup videos where he's had some horses. Known Agenda was kind of his big horse last year that ended up really disappointing in the Derby, but did win that Florida Derby with a huge effort. And who knows, as this Sufer Dude matures, maybe this horse might like the stretching out as well.
Yeah, good point there. Maybe we should dive into some Oaks videos too here down the road, getting ready for the Kentucky Oaks too. But right now we are on the road to the Kentucky Derby. First time joining us, hit that like, subscribe, thumbs up. Solid horse content here on the Hip Horse Derby Talk Season 2 here. Johnny Lowe, Tommy D. We're doing top 4 here. He did number 4. Let's go on to number 3. What do you think, Johnny?
So number 3, I'm gonna try to stretch it out right here. This is gonna be a little bit of a reach, but I think the horse has some talent, so we're gonna find out. It's gonna be a Louisiana bred, actually. Unified Report. So Unified Report is by Unified out of Closing Report by Closing Argument. Unified Report could be the best progeny by Unified to date. Closing Report dropped 3 foals, all of which winners coming from the 9F Femline, responsible for dropping Slew of Gold, who was second in the first Breeders' Cup Classic. And if you want to treat yourself, I would say go back and watch that race.
Okay, all right. Number 2, Unified Report. Got a price here, too. And the Stewart-Lannery combo, as I said earlier, only jockey and trainer to win it to get not together, but as winning it each. So and Louisiana bred, so hometown hero possibly, John here. Number 2, Unified Report. Stretching it out. You see no problem there.
Unified horses, they haven't really been known for these huge stretch outs, but he's had some smaller full crops, and I don't see why this horse couldn't. Unified is by Candy Ride. On the bottom side, you've got you've got the Man of War line, basically broodmare, which I see pretty good stamina. The 9F Fem line has been a really, really good Fem line. I think that this horse definitely, breeding wise, it's kind of a little bit of around the barn to get in, but I could see this horse liking these 2 turns.
There we go. That's number 2, Unified Report. Number 3 on our list here. Let's move on to number 2, Johnny, on the Lecomte top 4 here.
So number 2, I'm going to go with Epicenter. Epicenter is by Not This Time, out of Silent Candy by Candy Ride. Not This Time is the Stormcat line, which has been responsible for Derby winners Justify, Authentic, and Medina Spirit. Before then, there was actually the Curse of the Stormcat line is what they called it. I think horses from that line were like 0 for 53 or 0 for 60, something like that. But he has been red hot, on fire lately. It is the premier stallion line for the Derby recently. Somewhat unremarkable Fem line, with only Silent Candy being black type, all the way back to Nearly, who was black type in 1940 on the line. So underneath, it's maybe not as strong as I would like to see, but Not This Time has been on fire as a stallion.
Yeah, Epicenter, lots of talk here, especially for what it's done lately. Won the Gun Runner last start at the fairgrounds, so you got to like to see that horse for course here. That's number 5, Epicenter. That's number 2 on our hit list. Let's move on to number 1, Johnny. Who do we got at number 1 for the Lecomte here, 2022?
Number 1, I'm going to go with the big runner-up in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile, Pappacap. Pappacap is by Gun Runner, out of Papa Scat by Scat Daddy. Gun Runner has been off to a hot start with the likes of Echo Zulu, who I know is a filly, but she could probably win this race if she ran in it. Gunite and Pappacap himself. Papa Scat has dropped 3 to race, all winners. Also note the first 3 on the Fem line are all black type. I think top and bottom, this horse definitely has the pedigree to go out to Louisiana with Jersey Joe Bravo and get the job done.
Yeah, Pappacap. Mark Cassie has won the race here a few times himself. That's twice. And, my question would be, is it's been off since the fall, would be my only question mark. Last race came in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. But, Johnny, everything looks to be right here. We're taking a look at the pedigree here. Number 1, that's Pappacap. In the Lecomte, Johnny, is that, you think that has to do something with Pappacap or what?
I think it might have to do something with the broodmare Papa Scat, but who knows? Could be. But really, the big question with this horse is how is he going to do as a 3-year-old? Is he going to move forward? We don't know with a lot of these horses. They're in the fall. You bring them back in the spring and see if they matured.
Yeah, this is going to be exciting. One of the big races here. 10 points going to the winner. And these points could really matter when it comes down to the end of it, especially looking at the Derby picture this year. Seems to be a head-scratcher, Johnny, but we'll find out. This might be a good start-off point to see where we stand on this Derby picture. What else you want to say before we get out of here?
Make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, and follow along with this run for the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah, guys, we appreciate you. Like Johnny said, throw down in the comments who you guys like in the race. Also, that Bob Baffert, maybe we'll do a video on that down in the future, seeing what plays out. We're shooting this video Friday morning. It should be coming out here, so also pay attention to the scratches and the weather. Also a big factor when handicapping, guys. So once again, Derby Talk, Season 2, the Hip Horse, Tommy B, Johnny Lowe. We appreciate you guys. Good luck, and we'll catch you next time.